I don't like
things in
rat
dishwasher.
salad.
I'm not gonna put in the dishwasher.
You like, this person's ugly.
I'm really mad about my hands.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back with another episode of the Mike to Mike podcast. Come on, let's cheer it up, kids, man. Yes. It's another episode, and you know what? We started a new series, man. It was put on my heart to start this new series called Fatherhood Talk, man, where we just talk about fatherhood, talking about being a man in today's society. And I think it's very vital that we have these talks. And I have a great panel of men up here, man. Men that I really respect, men that I look to from afar, and I respect what they're doing. And I hope to be a little bit like them in a way, in every way possible. But we're going to get started here, man. And we're going to introduce our panel, and we're going to get started with this show. To the right of me, you already know who it is, man. I was just on his show a month ago. He was on here before. Let's give it up for my guy, Brandon Suthers, bro. Let's give it up to him, baby.
What's good, man? Mike, appreciate you having me on, bro. Thanks again for the,
How you
for
feeling,
the invite.
man? Oh, anytime, bro. You family, bro. Anytime you want to come on this show, you are always welcome to come on the Mike to Mike podcast. How you feeling, man? You feeling good tonight?
Yeah, man. Other than my shoulders killing me, but yeah, I'm feeling great, man.
Just had shoulder surgery. Him and George just talking about it. But yeah, man, we gonna pray for that shoulder to get healed up, man. And then to the right of him, man, you already know, man. It's real family here, man. I love this guy, man. Let's give it up for cousin George, man.
What's up, fellas? What's going on? What's happening?
How you feeling, cuz? You feeling good tonight?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Glad to be on here with some strong men, fathers, man. Let's see what the topics take us and have a good conversation.
Yeah, and then to the bottom of him, all the way back at the hometown in St. Louis, man. Hey, I watched this guy from afar. I really respect what he's doing with his family, how he's raising his family up. He's being ahead of his family, so I had to have him on the show tonight. Let's give it up to my guy, Kevin Aldridge, man.
What's up?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, we doing great, man. Doing great. How you doing, man? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain at all.
Yeah, that voice already sounded a little better than what it did. He said his voice went out, and I said, man, we still got to hear you today, man. I know the voice is out, but you got to come on show. Yeah, man. Sure. And then to the left hand, bro, this is my brother, man. And you already know, man. Yesterday was a rough day for me, but it's all good, man. We still family. I love this guy, man. Let's give it up for my brother, Meech, man.
What's up, Ramley? What's going on?
Yes. The Ramley is still intact, baby. Yeah, I'm back. I'm getting it in. What up, Justin, man? We see you out there, man. Shout out to everybody out there watching. And then shout out to my my sis here. You know, she got me the right cup. Just shout out to her with the Mike to Mike podcast cup. And then now you finally see it, man. You got my name on here. It's kind of hard to see it in the camera because it blinds it out with the green screen. But you see the mic on there. It ain't Mark no more. It's Mike. So she did get that right. She got that right. I don't know what happened to me, y'all. He'll be back in a minute. But shout out to my sis, Renee. But we got to get into the show, man. I'm very excited to have these talks. This is something that kind of sprung up a couple months ago. But Brandon, man, a lot of people you don't understand how a lot of people watched that episode that we did, and it sprung forth some new things. You know what I'm saying? Some things that people were really touched by. And I'm glad that you reached out to me. And we were both able to touch some people out there with our stories and what we were talking about on that episode a month ago. But here's the thing, man. I just wanted to ask you guys questions. All right. Feel free to answer them however you want to answer them. I'm also going to start putting my phone number up there as well. If people want to call in with questions or want to talk about a certain subject, call into the show. I'm going to try to get it hooked up on here. I know I can hook it up with Bluetooth where you guys can come in and actually have a conversation with us on this show. We're going to start doing that more, where we're going to start getting live call-ins where you guys can kind of talk with us and feel more a part of the show. But here's the thing, man. I got a question for all you guys to start this show off. And the first question is this. What is Black fatherhood and how has it changed you? And I will just answer that first. I'm going to give a quick answer. Black fatherhood to me is leading. It's being present. How has it changed me? It changed me into a whole different person. I am better now than I've ever been because I was a very selfish person. I'll be honest with you. I was selfish with my time, my money, everything. But one thing that that kids will make you do is if you're a selfish person, you ain't gonna be selfish too long with them kids. All right. I mean, and if you are still selfish when you have children, then you probably need to get reevaluated, because it's hard not to give your child everything that you have. I'm being honest. All right, give them a better life. So I would say fatherhood for me, and Black fatherhood, because we do get a bad stigma. I don't know why, but that is changing. It's just being present. And I'm gonna leave it real short and sweet on that one. Brandon, for you, what is Black fatherhood and how has it changed you?
Yeah, man. I look at Black fatherhood as overcoming the odds of being a statistic.
Right.
And the way that I look at that is, I don't know what the percentages are, but like you said, the percentages are not great for us, especially if we didn't have fathers coming up. I grew up without a father, so my percentage goes even that much more higher. You know what I mean? And so I have to make it a point, right? How do I overcome that? How do I break that cycle? How do I, not only just be present, but also just be in the moment? Because you can actually be present and not be present. You know what I'm saying? You could be there. You could be like, well, I'm buying my kids stuff. I'm paying child support. But are you really there? Are you really investing in them? Are you really seriously asking the questions like, hey, what's going on in your world? Talk to me a little bit about what you're going through, whatever the case may be, right? But it's the initial investment, but also keeping that investment going so that way they know that, at the end of the day, if I can't talk to nobody else, I can talk to my father, right? So for me, that gives me the motivation and the passion to be like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to be what the example that I had. I'm not gonna do that to my daughter. She needs to know that I'm there, I'm present, I'm investing in her, and that at the end of the day, I got her back. I'm gonna protect her like the queen that she is, and that's what it looks like. You know what I mean? It's overcoming those odds, digging deep and overcoming those odds, so that way you don't become another statistic.
That's beautiful. That's very beautiful. George, the question for you, same question. What is Black fatherhood to you? And how has Black fatherhood changed you?
Black fatherhood to me is a journey, and you guys kind of said it best. You have a selfish mindset, you have a me mentality, and you don't know what you're actually getting to when you become a father. Right? It changes every day, and so I think for me, it's changed me for the better, but it's still a journey. My boys, I got 3 children. 2 boys, one's 18, one's 14, my baby girl's 11, and the challenges with them are all different because they're all unique, right? But I think for me, it's being a leader, it's being a facilitator of emotions and so many other external things to where nobody tells you that's in the playbook. You're almost learning on the fly every day, right? And so my father stood in my life, and my father has shown me the steps to take, and you men as well, and other men in my life. So I think it's a journey. I think every day is different. It won't be the same, but I know I wouldn't be half the man I am without being a father. I promise you that.
Yes. Yes. All right, Kev, what about you on this one? What's Black fatherhood to you and how it's changed?
I think it's a process. You know what I'm saying? Because like George says, you almost got to be able to morph your way into each aspect of your kid's life, because all your kids gonna need something different from you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to meet each one of them where they at. Because I got 4. I got a 15-year-old, I got an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 4-month-old. So my kid's life right now, each one of them needs something different from me. So
yeah.
I think it's a process. And I think it's also like I think it's changing the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times our Black men did grow up without fathers. So now that it's our time, you know what I'm saying, to be involved in our kids' life, I think it's imperative that we change the narrative.
Change the narrative. I love that. I love that. And then my brother Meech, man, what is Black fatherhood to you and how has it changed?
I think it's been strategic. I look at it like a breaker. You know, like you said, we're used to being alone, moving how we want to move, doing what we want to do, and then boom, you find out you have an offspring on the way, and so now you have to move different. You have to think differently. You have to try to break that mold of I don't want my child to go down a path of destruction. You know what I mean? And so, in order for them to keep them off that path, you have to set that example. I remember talking to a mentor, and he said it was his phrase, but it was kind of weird to me, but it actually makes sense. He was like, "We got 18 years to brainwash our children."
Mm.
And I was like, "Wow,
Wow.
you're right," because we follow what our parents do. Like when we get older, if they argue a lot, we're gonna do the same thing. If they talked a certain way, or they moved a certain way, or the way they planned, or whatever. Whatever we're doing now is instilling what they're gonna be doing 18 years from now. And then once they hit 18, that doesn't mean that we're done parenting them. It's just a different way of parenting. Like George is transitioning to that stage now. Like his conversation will probably different from when his son was 4 years old. I have a 4-year old and a 9-month old. So what their needs are is different from what you guys' needs are. So just trying to move the right way, say the right things, being present when I'm not present. You know what I mean? Like it's being strategic. Like you have to be strategic every day. Like that one lapse, you say a bad word, and then when they say it, can't really get mad because they listen to you say it. But when you instill in Christ, or speaking to your spouse the right way, like my 4-year old, she's a repeater now. Like she don't call church. She calls it the hallelujah. It's Monday. She'd be like, "Are we going to the hallelujah?" Well, she know mom and dad gonna get up there and we're going to the hallelujah. So that's her thing. So we're trying to instill those things now and set the foundation. So when she gets on her own, she remember what mom and dad did from the beginning.
Yes, excellent. I love all those answers, man. And people need to hear that, man, because Black fatherhood is not easy. It's not easy at all. But I love it. It's the best job I've ever had. So yeah, man. Thank you guys for those answers. Now the next question we got for you, and we're gonna start with Meech on this one, and we'll work our way around. What is one thing you've gotten better at that you weren't good at back then when you first started being a father? What's one thing that you could say I've improved at in the last 4 years of me being a father? What have you improved at that you know that you were weak in when you first became a father?
Giving stuff up. Like I can't do what I wanted to do. Like I used to like being in a room alone or moving how I want to move, just being a freelancer. I can't be that person no more. Like they need my attention. They like my spouse needs my attention. She tell me all the time. So I'm like, I'm not the best at it, but you know what I'm saying? We're working at it. And so being present in the moment and trying to be there when I can. I work a very busy schedule. So when I have any opportunity to go pick them up or drop them off or attend a Thanksgiving or holiday event at their school, I try my best to try to be there. So I think that's a step that I'm taking in the right direction.
That's good. What about you, Kev?
I'd probably say patience.
Yes.
Having
Good
kids
one.
to teach you to kind of humble yourself. Because you can't jump off the cliff every time something go wrong.
Right.
And also I think it has improved my relationship with Christ too.
Mm.
Because you got to sit at the throne of the Father a lot, raising kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you
Man, your knees got to be wore out, from praying and seeking God, because sometimes you just don't have the answers. Most time you don't have the answers. So I think that's for me is just me being able to calm down and so just being able to hear people out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ever want to be the kind of father where it's just me telling you what to do. Do this. I got to be able to hear your heart too. You know what I'm saying? And understand where you coming from. I think.
What about you, George?
You know what? I think the thing I've gotten better at is actually grace and love, right? And what I mean is I've always loved my children, and it's funny. I know I know all their births, like everything to the T. Years later, and when my first son was born, my second son was born, my daughter was born, and so as they get older, my love has expanded and it's changed. I used to think that it had to be a domineering, right? But in all actuality, my children actually take after their mother with a more kinder, softer, easier, demure demeanor. So when I speak, my voice already booms anyway, right? But I have to learn to dial it back and move and operate in love. And Kev said something a minute ago. As you read the Word of God and you actually look at Christ, how Christ maneuvered and moved with people, he always dealt with people in true, honest love, right? And so, yes, these are our children. Yes, these are our sons and daughters, and we want to see nothing but the best for them. And sometimes that doesn't mean jumping down on them. It means allowing
Mm.
them to like, all right, son, you made a mistake and you gotta learn from it. And I'm still learning now, right? My 18-year-old, y'all, this boy drives me up and down the wall, I promise you. But he's a great kid. But my love is now saying step back and watch him flourish. And if he fall, he gonna be okay. Because you was okay at 18, right? And so the hopes and dreams and wishes that we have, they're going to come to fruition, and maybe not in our time, right? And let's say what we just said up until the 18-year-old mark, but they'll get there, right? And so I think grace has allowed me to say, all right, George, be quiet. Love is all right, George. Expand your discipline in the way of it ain't spread around for the child, but let's talk about this and what other decision you could have made to not be here, right? And so I think this is why I've gotten better at grace and love for me.
That's good. What about you, B?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know about what I've gotten better at, but I know what I need to get better at, and that's patience. Right now, man, I'm just gonna be honest, bro. My patience is not where it needs to be. It's just certain things that I'm not used to, like the whining and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that it's just like unbearable. I'm just saying in those moments, because I didn't have a blueprint or a manual for this, sometimes I get frustrated,
Yes.
and that's something that I have to be better at in practice, is just understanding in those moments that, unfortunately, my daughter's 17 months, so she can't communicate to me. I can't read her mind. And so in those moments, I definitely have to kind of give a little bit more grace. And so it's something that I want to work on. I'm not there yet, but I'll get there. So if I would say there's something that I really need to improve on, is definitely patience.
That's a good one. And for me, I agree, Brandon. I struggle with patience as well. It's a couple things that I think that I've gotten better at. One of them is with my wife, us working more as a team. And I've told her that when you have children, you have to be a united front. And a lot of times we weren't on the same page when it comes to parenting. Now it's like, if your mama said it, I'm saying the same thing. If your mama said that, I'm with her. We are one. Yeah. We're not gonna make these children make us go at it with each other. All right. Yeah. And a lot of times that happened in the past with me and Kadia, where we would be arguing over something that they did. Now we don't let that stuff enter our marriage. You know what I'm saying? If she said it, I'm saying the same thing. I'm just a reporter for her. All right. I'm a mirror for her. If she said it, I'm saying the same thing. We agree on the same things. Another thing that I said, because George, you already talked about it, is leading with love. I'm a person that likes structure. I don't like stuff all over the place. I'm going to correct you. That's just how I grew up. We got a lot of correction when we were kids. We got a lot of whoopings when we were kids. The thing that I do with my kids is I do correct them. And at first, it was just I was angry. I was mad about things. But now, after I correct them, I lead with love. And I explain to them why they did what they did. All right. And that's something that I never did. Now I'm becoming more of a teacher. Now that my daughter is becoming of age where she can comprehend things, I have to be more of a teacher rather than I'm going to whoop you and not say nothing. Now we get into a stage now where she kind of understands, You know why you got that? Do you know why I did that to you? I want to teach you things that's going to affect you when you become older. You need to start doing these things and disciplining yourself, because when you become older, when you become 13, 15, 18, 26, these things are what you're going to need in the real world. So I'm trying to teach her and instill things in her now. And that's something I did not do before. So it's now becoming more of a teacher after I bring correction. I think I've gotten much better at that. And like you, B, I'll be honest with you, it's a lot of things that I still need to work at. All right. I am a work in progress, but I will say I have progressed from 2 years ago as the father that I was 2 years ago. And I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better. So thank you guys for being vulnerable in this segment and telling the truth. All right. Because I think people need to hear it. You never know what somebody's going through and that they need to hear what you're saying right now. So I appreciate you guys for being open.
Last thing I'll say is I'm like you, bro. Like, with the structure, and I'm a clean guy, right? And so right. I think that's one of the things that's also kind of tapped into my patience, because it's like, man, I see toys all over the place. I see stuff. I'm like, bro, like I'm clean. Like, I don't, like, come on, man. You know what I mean? But that's another thing, because I got to realize, like, she's a kid, she's going to have toys all over the place. But because my mind for the last 40 years has been geared towards cleaning up, being a clean dude, you know what I'm saying? Making sure stuff is picked up, making sure everything has a place is different for me. So that's just one like example of like my patience. Like, I'm like, bro, like all this stuff on the floor.
I feel you.
I think we all when you step on one, that's really make you mad.
No, I've stepped on a couple already, bro.
Man, that's when you be mad. Bro.
That's when you really get mad. Man, you get pissed.
why you think I'm sitting with my back to you out to this window? If I turn this camera around this house,
I was over it.
It's like Tasman touchdown.
Yeah.
Throw up from the flow up. You already know, bro. Yes. I already know. These kids will destroy a house. It's hard to just keep it clean, man. It's so hard to keep a house clean. I be trying to wonder. I go in people's house like, man, how your house so clean? How do you keep the bathroom? How do you keep? It's so hard to clean up after 2 kids. I'm telling you,
I gotta be working from home.
You're right,
man.
They cleaned it right before you got there. That's how it's clean.
Right before you got there. That's how they house look just like mine.
Right.
They just spin through and clean it. Yeah, man. All right, man. We gotta get to our next question here, man. So. This next question is, how do you handle stress without taking it out on your family? And this one here is a very good one, because we all go through stress as fathers. All right, that's something that we're all going to deal with, is stress. And I'll say this, how I deal with stress now is a little bit different than how I dealt with stress back then. Because how I dealt with stress back then was not healthy. I would yell and scream and get mad, and act out, not say nothing, give the silent treatment. You know how we do sometimes. But now at this point, this is definitely an outlet for me. This podcast has really changed my life in a lot of different ways. Being able to do this with you guys, but getting on this show every Sunday night at 7:30 with my guys has been an amazing outlet for me. It's just I'm able to talk sports. That's what is my therapy. But another thing that I do that I definitely love to do is I love to worship. I love to have an intimate time with God. And with that gives me the peace that surpasses all understanding. I'm telling you now, when you get before God and you worship Him, you pray, you do those things, I'm telling you now, it changes your outlook on things, man. You can be mad about something. I start singing something, singing a song or something, thinking or playing my music, and my mind is somewhere else now. All right, and I need that. And I need the brotherhood. I love us talking. But those are 2 things now that I love. And of course, man, everybody got their stuff that they do. You go out, go to cigar lounge, whatever. I mean, I'm totally fine with all of that. But if you never just sat down and played you a worship playlist, got in your Bible and read a Bible plan or anything, please do it. I promise you, it will change your life. So that's something that I do. What about you, Brandon? What do you do to help you with when you going through stress, when these kids are stressing you out?
To be honest with you, man, I like to. It's funny because like probably these last 6 to 8 months, man, I've kind of pivoted from like just being to go outside. Now I just go shoot pool and I go to the gun range. Whether I'm shooting guns or shooting pool, that's all I do, bro. Like, I love to shoot pool, man. That's my thing, you know what I'm saying? And I think like just getting out on a Friday night, going to the pool hall, mixing it up with people, you know what I'm saying? Shooting pool, having a couple drinks. That's my thing, dude, you know?
Yes.
And I feel like if I'm operating in that, I'm good. You know, I'm like, I don't need to be out. I don't need to be turning up or doing none of that. All I need is a pool table or a gun range, and that's it, bro.
You know, men are simple, man. That's what we just want our peace, man. All we want to do is be left alone. Sometimes I just want to be left alone. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I'm just happy sitting there in my bed watching my sports. Watching my football games. That's me, man. I don't need all this extra. I ain't gotta go to a salon or get pedicures and manicures, get my back rubbed. It's nice to have those things, but I don't need that. I'm a simple man. You know what I'm saying? Make me some wings and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? A little pasta salad or something. I'm straight. That's me though. That's me. All right, George. What about you, man? What do you do? I know what that you do, but yeah, what do you do to relieve your stress?
So I got my TV in my garage, man, and I got my little fire stick. I step out there, and I got a humidor full of cigars, and that's what I do. I don't rip around the street. Even when I'm stressed, I make sure I'm protecting my family, because the thing about it is, the moment you do something you're supposed to do or be somewhere you're supposed to be, that's when the enemy comes in, and that crack becomes much more bigger, right? And so, at the very most, when I'm furious at the children, I'm still their dad, right? I still want to see the best for them. So I feel more comfortable if I can see them visually in their space, right? I don't want to be gone for long periods of time. I don't like leaving them unless me and my wife traveling somewhere and then we got somebody watching them. But for me, I'm in the garage with a cigar, watching a Marvel movie, enjoying my time, right? And so that's where you will find me. Seriously, that's where you find me.
That's good, George. What about you, Kev? What about you? What do you do to relieve your stress with these kids?
I'm quite similar to you and George. I just redid my basement, so I threw me an 85-inch TV down there.
Okay, to your house. Give me the Addy.
I got an 85 too. I just put the 85 up last week.
Bro, I go down there and watch me some sports. I chill. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times when I'm stressed, some of your kids can feel that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when I'm stressed, I try to stay with them. So like you said, Mike, I'll put on worship music and I let the whole family sit around. You know what I'm saying? And we'll all worship and listen to music together. You know, and you can kind of feel the whole stress let off the whole family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those are my things.
Yeah. Because when you stress, your family gets stressed.
Your family stressed.
When you get stressed, then Kania got attitude. Mm-hmm. Now she got attitude because you stressed out. I ain't even stressed out because of you, but now she mad at you. And now the whole family. Now the whole family stressed out. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't be stressed out by myself. Now everybody's stressed out. You know how that works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel you on that. Yes. Yes. The family stressed out. Yes. Hey, Meech, how you feel? So what do you do to deal with the stress without taking it out on your family and your sister?
Glad y'all said that last part. Like, I just choose not to allow it to affect my house. Like, if I gotta, like, I play the game, you know what I'm saying? I go listen to a podcast or rap battles or something like that. Like, I love my drive to work. Like, I drive 45 minutes to work, so I can listen to a podcast, worship music. I got plenty of time to be by myself, and I'm not on somebody else's time. But I get up at 4:30 every day, and I go to the gym. After the gym, I take my commute to work, and so now that's 2 hours to myself to get myself going before I get back home. And I just choose not to, like, I even talked to my wife about this. Like, we got to choose not to take the outside stress and disrupt our peace at home, because sometimes that's it happens, right? And you try not to, because as men, y'all know this, we can't have bad days. It's hard to have bad days because if we have them, now it affects everybody in the house. And so I just choose not to allow it and try to find something else to put my mind toward, because it's not fair to everybody else that's in the household.
That's a good one. That's and here's the thing, man. Let me type this up real quick. Here's the thing, though, man. I like what you said, Meech. That time that you get in your car, is so important. I value the time that I get in my car. Because that gives me the time to think about what I got going on. The car and the shower, them two right there. Those are my greatest ideas come out of them two places right there. The things that I think of in the car and shower, man, I'm telling you, man, I got some $1 million ideas out of that car and that shower, man. I'm telling you. So I need that time to myself, man. And it's very important that you utilize that time that you have, because you don't have a lot of time to yourself. All right, a lot of us don't have a lot of time to ourselves. So
I think my wife, she likes to talk after work. Like, I don't like to talk after work because I feel like I didn't talk to everybody all day. And I think she's understanding that about me now. Like, she'll call for a little bit, tell me what's up. She'll be like, all right, I'm going to let you get back to your pod or whatever you listen to. Because I know you listen to something. So I appreciate her for that. Shout out to you, man.
But Mike said something. That car ride home. So a couple weeks back, my little boy got in trouble. Man, I was on fire. Like, have you ever been so mad you feel the steam coming out your ears? I'm like,
boy, yes, Lord.
Yeah, no lie. After I got off phone with you, and I said, Lord, you got to change my confidence. I'm going to kill this boy. When I walked through the door, it changed, and we had a honest to goodness conversation. And it was about what you said, Mike, how you do your children and how we all do. I used to always tell my children stuff. Now we got to teach them. We have to teach him what he did and how it affects everything. And so when I got the news, I was probably about maybe 30 minutes from home. So in the 30 minutes, everything changed. Because I was coming in. What Biggie say? Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. I was in the boy. No lie. But it doesn't make a difference if I physically put my hands on him because I'm still wrong and it doesn't correct the situation. But love always leads with love. It has no other choice but to correct the situation. So he's young, he'll figure it out. Like every other person's child here will figure it out. And as men, we got to make sure we don't let the outside world dictate to us how we parent our children. The word of God teaches us how to parent our children. The men we hang around, the spirit of our influence, to teach us how to parent our children. Because I hang around people I want to be like, and all you brothers I can take something from and be a better person for the next day, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, y'all, when I tell you, wow, I could have powered a locomotive. Wow, but when I walk through the door, hey son, let's have a conversation.
Don't tell me till I get home. I don't want to know. Don't give me 40 minutes to marinate on what I gotta do.
Right. Exactly.
Wait till I get home.
All right, then to the left of me, man. This is my brother, man. You already know who it is, man. Let's give it up for my brother Justin, man. Let's cheer it up for him, man.
What's going on?
Boss.
He texted me. He said, "Man, I need to get on this show." So he been commenting in the comments, and he said he had to get on here. Justin, you on mute right now, so unmute yourself. But what do you do to deal with stress? What's some stress relievers for you in your house? You got about 5, 6, 7 kids over there, so.
Enlighten us.
What's going on, y'all? Mike, appreciate you bringing me on. First and foremost, my biggest thing is the word, like you said. I go to my passion. You go to your podcast, you go to the car, you go to your shower. Some of y'all go to your TV. I write. And when I say I write. I got journals upon journals of poetry or things that I could correct or how to treat my wife, or I just write about whatever is in that moment that's stressing me out and how can I be a better version of the person that I was upset with. In regards to my children, I honestly, if I'm mad at them, I'll do something with them.
Mm.
I will play a game, or we'll play hide and go seek. I will physically interact with them until my level of anger has diminished.
Mm.
And I used to tell my older kids, like, look, hey, I've only been a dad as long as you've been alive. But now, 5 sons later, 2 daughters, it's more of a hey, I've been here before. I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna work out, and I know how it's gonna work out because I've seen it. Your brother tried it. I tried it. It's not gonna work. But you gotta let them fall. I just help them. I just pick them back up. My stress is, Mike. You know my situation as far as medically, so I try to keep my stress levels down as much as possible. So I play video games. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like it's like I play video games. I write. I talk trash to y'all in the pod chat or brotherhood, and I try to find something to do with my wife. If my kids stress me out, I go to the woman that created it. What can we do together to get my mind off of this situation? And she has never let me down. Now,
Wow.
That's good. Hey, who is this guy, man? This dude here, bro. Who is this? This the husky nigga.
Hey, that's funny, bro.
It is. It's funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all need a 37 football team. Like, that's a good one, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is the Mike Mike podcast. That's a good one, bro. Thank you, Vic.
Yeah, come on, come on, big back. You could be a right guard.
All right, bro. Golly, bro. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Big 5459 for watching the podcast.
Hey, that was
appreciate
funny,
you.
bro.
That's a funny one, bro. Hey, we can laugh on this show, man. That's good. Yeah. All right, man. We got 2 more questions we gonna get out of here on, bro. This is the next one right here. What cycles are you committed to breaking? So here's the thing with me. I've had excellent parents. I talk about them all the time. I love them to death. All right. But one thing that I dealt with when I was a kid with them, particularly, is my parents were young. And I did not realize how young they were until now. My dad being 22, 23, 24, 25 years old when I'm 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and my mom being 21 and 22. They did not have life figured out. They did not have life figured out, and they made mistakes. And one thing that I said that I was not gonna do as much is they argued a lot, and they're probably fine with me saying that, but they argued a lot. It was volatile arguing. Never my dad put his hands on my mom, but it was so much vitriol and screaming and yelling in the house when we were younger. And I said, when I got with Kania, me and Kania, we rarely argue. We get into our spats and disputes, but we don't get to a point where it's a screaming match or a yelling match, because we know where that will take us. We've been there a couple times before in our marriage, in the early stages of our marriage, where it almost got to a point where somebody was going to get hurt. All right. And I said, I never want to do that. I don't want to make those mistakes. I don't like when we yell and scream, because really at the end of the day, it's no solutions out of that. You just yelling and screaming and you still ain't got a solution. So now I argue with a solution based thing that we do. And we try to come out with a solution on the other side. You got a problem, you got to get the solution to it. So anytime we have a problem, I always say, okay, what's the solution in this? We just can't be yelling and screaming at each other, and none of our wants or needs are being heard. So that's something that I wanted to break, was just the arguing, because that arguing can get really bad. It's not good on the kids because they remember that and they see that. And I hate arguing and yelling in front of the kids, because the kids are like, "Mommy, Daddy, stop," and all that. So that's something that I would say that I wanted to work on in my marriage, that I kind of wanted to break, was the arguing point of it. And they don't argue no more like that. But that's just when they were younger, in their 20s. So Brandon, what's one thing that you wanted to break as far as a cycle from your parents, or your father, your mother, or anything like that? What's something that you wanted to break back then?
Yeah, honestly, the cycle of just showing the human emotion, saying I love you. I didn't get it from my mom. I didn't have a dad to give it to me. My mom's mom, my grandmother, didn't say I love you to her, nor did her father say I love you. So it was kind of that, like, it was understood that they loved her, but they didn't say it. You know what I mean? And so I always made it a point that, with my daughter, I'm always tell you I love you. I'm always compliment you. I'm gonna affirm you. I'm gonna do all the things that I longed for as a child that I never got. And it starts with those little things, right? Like people will probably think like, man, I love you is so simple, it's so basic, it's like cliche, but the reality is that when you didn't grow up getting it, it affects you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And what ends up happening is society has brainwashed us to where, like, if I'm not telling her I love her, society will. And if society's telling her they love her, she gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's just basically showing that human emotional element, but and just letting her know that, hey, daddy loves you, he's here for you, and he's gonna protect you at all costs. And I mean, that's starting with that basic thing right there can lead to so many other bigger things. So
yeah, yes, that's good. George, what about you? What's one thing, a cycle that you were committed to breaking, that you've seen probably from your parents or somebody in the past that you wanted to break? As far as,
it's kind of what B said. For me, Pops really told us he loved us. He tells us now all the time, but it's funny because he never said I love you. He's like, I love you, dude. He put the dude on the back of every time because he's such a man. But from my boys, even my daughter, I tell him I love him more often than not. Because growing up, I really didn't hear from him. But I knew he loved us because, again, the light was on, the fridge was full, we were ahead. So I saw it in action, right? And you also want to hear it in practicality. You know what I mean? So I think that what I try to do more often than not is say, you know what? Love you, son. And they can tell you this, my baby girl, she gets the world. I just spoil her. That's what men do with their daughters, right? But I think for my sons, I want them to know that it's okay to say I love you, and for a black man to show his black son what love looks like, what audible sense. So they know what to stand on. They know what not to follow, what can bring them down, because love is going to be the root of everything. So if I tell them I love them, they'll know that somebody loves me. And if dad loves me, I can conquer anything that's out there that's in front of me. So again, my pops didn't never say it a lot. Moms did always, because that's what women are. At least that's what my mom was. So, but with pops, I'm the youngest of three boys. He was rough and tough. I mean, right? But now that he's older, like I say, love you, dude. It's the funniest thing to me. I'm about to love you too, Pop. You know what I mean? But that's the thing I'm committed to. I would say breaking, but establishing, right? Establishing so when they have my grandchildren, they can say it easily because it's easier to say it than not say it. So that's what I'm committed to saying.
That's good, George. All right, Kev, what about you? What's something, a cycle that you were committed to breaking with your wife and your children?
I'm gonna say what George say. I'm more so establishing.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
You got me?
I can hear him.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say what George say, more so establishing. Okay. I'm establishing having those tough conversations with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, Mike, your parents was kind of young. Mine were too. So it was a lot of conversations that probably could have been had. That kind of could have led me in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important to sit down and just have them deep conversations with your kids, where it almost make both of y'all uncomfortable.
Right.
So that's what I'm establishing.
And Ken, I want to jump on you real quick for a second. You're right, because mine just turned 18. Mm-hmm. And we all get this. If you don't talk to your kid, because B said as well, if you don't talk to your kid, you better believe the enemy will. Yeah. We have no idea what our children hear from their other friends when they at school.
Yeah.
Some of the most diabolical, devilish, demonic stuff. And they bring it. And as a parent, and it's weird. So real quick, when my middle boy got in trouble, I took his phone. I'm like,
check their phones.
No, I ain't gonna go to this phone. I said, man, this boy live in my house. Give me that phone. Give me that phone. Right?
Yes.
I'm telling you, the enemy is so slick to where He could be in your house and you be unaware, and your child is acting strange, crazy, and cuckoo. And you're like, this ain't the boy or the child we gave birth to. Who is this child, right?
Yes.
So you have to stay on them. So you have them uncomfortable conversation. We talk about when he turned 18, my oldest, we had a good conversation. We talked about from the rooter to the
Yeah.
we hear it.
Because I can remember my pops. Yeah. Because I remember my pops gonna be messing with that little girl. I'm like, you too late, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean,
past that.
We should be past that a long time ago.
Yeah. For real.
All right, Meek. What about you? What's some cycles that you want to break from?
Man, just being more emotionally invested. Like I'm truly my dad's son. Like I'm him. Like my dad loves his family, but he wasn't he wasn't very affectionate towards my mom. Like and it's so weird. Like I know they loved each other, but they wasn't very affectionate. They didn't kiss each other in public. They weren't holding hands. He didn't put his arm on her shoulder. Like I can't count on my hand how many times that happened. But now that they're older, he actually does all of that now. And all those years I lived with them for 19 years or whatever, because I moved out early, I never seen them do that. And now when I see them, when they come visit the grandkids or come to our house and visit or whatever, I see them do it all the time now. Random kisses, random affirmation words, things like that. Like so now it's humbling because my wife tells me, like, I want you to be more attached, like more involved with me. Like, hold my hand in public. Are you ashamed to kiss me in public? Like, and my wife know I love her, but it's like I get defensive sometimes. I'm like, dang, woman, I'm paying all these bills and stuff. You don't think I love you? Like, I don't want to hold your hand, but in the same sense, like that's my dog. Like, it's weird, but I have to be better.
Is y'all stuff messing up, or is it just me?
No, we're good.
Yeah, we good.
Y'all heard all that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, yeah, just being more.
I'm just the one that's going in and out a little bit.
Okay. But yeah, that's it. Being emotionally involved, like invested. That's what I want to say. Justin, go ahead. He probably logging back in.
Yeah.
Shout out to you all for being.
I'm getting a little feedback here.
Shout out to all of y'all for being emotionally aware and truthful with your sons. I know a lot of you said you didn't get that growing up. I'm like I guess I'm the complete opposite of that. I grew up with it wasn't even a silver spoon. I grew up with a gold spoon. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And the cycle I want to break it's not too many cycles I want to break because my parents did a phenomenal job as far as parenting. But the one cycle I definitely want to break is the angry black parent cycle. I don't gentle parent. I'm like moderate parent. Like I'm in the middle. I try not to be a gentle parent because I don't want to be somebody who's a pushover or walked on. But I don't want to be the angry parent because I don't want to be the stereotype angry black man, and I don't want my wife to be the angry black woman. So I take a lot of my military background. Most of our punishments and stuff like that come from military. Like we don't believe in like necessarily hitting children or beating children or whatever you want to call it. We do corrective training. And that's a cycle that I broke because I don't care if my mom hears it. If I was a child today in 2026, my mom would be in jail for how I got beat. So I mean, and she knows that. She's okay with that, and she'll tell you that to your face. But I don't want to be that parent. I want my kids growing up like that. It didn't necessarily traumatize me, but sometimes I'm like, I have a belt and I want to hit my child, and then I'll have a flashback, and I'll be like, I can't do this because I know how I felt mentally in that moment when my parents did it to me. At some point, I felt, like, damn, do they love me? Like the way you just beat me, I'm not sure if you actually love me at all.
that ain't funny, but I felt that a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
And I knew they love me, but I mean, I really mean that. It's just
Yeah.
All right, and the other cycle I want to break is kind of along the lines of y'all. I just want to be more. Somebody wrote it. It was a comment about just being completely transparent, being honest and truthful, meeting them where they're at, but actually, just sitting down after you meet them where they're at. Open that door and sit down with them. Like, hey, this is what I did at your age. I had 2 kids out of wedlock. I had 2 kids at 21 and wasn't married. Please don't be like me. Do not do what I did. Like you need to understand there's certain things that I did in my life. I don't regret my children, but I might have done it differently if I had a little bit more understanding. I don't regret my children, but I regret certain decisions that led to other consequences. I regret the consequence, not the decision, because it taught me a lesson. It made me the man I am today. So if I could break a cycle, it would be, stop being an angry parent and always be transparent with my children.
That's good, Justin. And I want to read some of the comments. Mr. Billfold, thank you for watching. He said, being honest with your sons is by far the most important part of fatherhood. My sons are off at college. I am proud of them. I've never lied to them about my shortcomings as a man. I tell my sons they raised me more than I raised them. Ms. Carmelita said, very well said, guys. Love the podcast. Thanks, Ms. Carmelita, for watching. And then I am glad that I broke the cycle of being quick to anger. My father was a demon, and that was burned into me. It took a lot of looking hard at the mirror to not be the same way with my sons. Great. Love
some good stuff right there.
Oh, wow.
That's some good stuff out there, man. Thank y'all for y'all comments. And that's why we started this one, because this is therapy for everybody. Just listening to you guys, I'm learning things, I'm taking things from you. So thank you guys for being open and honest today and being vulnerable. So I got one last question for you guys, because we are coming up on the hour. I don't want to hold you guys late on a weekday. But this last question is for everybody. And think about this question, because this is a good one. What is one thing you wish your father knew? So, you just talking to your father. What's one thing that you wish your father knew about you? And I'll start first to give you guys some time to think about that question. But I always say my dad is my best friend. I love the guy, and a lot of you guys on the show know my father. He's a great man. And I don't think we tell each other and give people their flowers enough while they're here. My dad is a very strong-willed person, if I would say. He's very funny. He's very loving, but he holds a lot of things to his chest. He had a lot of pride. I will say that, and that's where I get a lot of that from as well. But one thing I would tell my dad is that, first of all, he is my hero. Everything I do is because of my dad in some type of way. I'm being honest. I've watched him like a hawk. He don't even know how much I watched him. I watch the way he walk. I watch the way he talk. I watch the way he handle things. It's half the reason I do some of the stuff I do now. And I'm grateful and blessed to have the father that I did. But one thing I will tell my dad is it's okay to express yourself and how you really feel about things. I think sometimes with the way he was raised and how my grandfather was, a lot of them old school guys, they never really showed weakness or showed any type of emotion. All right. And I think my dad gets a little of that. And sometimes I tell my dad, when we just sit in his office sometimes and we work at the same job, is Dad, it's okay to say how you really feel about something. Tell me how you feel. All right. Because I'm definitely, y'all know me, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about something. All right. And that's what I be telling Dad, like, Dad, it's okay to go ahead and tell how you really feel about something. You don't know what that does to you when you actually just get it off your chest. Because I think with him, it's more of a pride thing and how his father was. And I tell my dad all the time, man, just it's okay to really express how you feel. If you don't feel right about something, tell me. If you don't like something that I'm doing, tell me. But yeah, that's something I would tell my dad is it's okay to express how you feel about things, Dad. And I know this world is hard and it's tough, but it's a safe space with me. I'm your son. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's working on that. But yeah, my pops is my hero, man. I love Mike Horns, Senior to death, my best friend. And that's all I got to say on that one. So Brandon, with you, what's one thing that you would say to your father, if you could?
Man, I wish my dad knew how athletic I was. And because I got my athleticism from him, I wish I would have had him there to push me to hoop and to play football, because I did those things, right? And I was good at it, you know, and could have went D1 and all that, like not even to my own horn or nothing. But I never had that push. And so what ended up happening was, because my mom worked and she instilled that in me, that was what I did during high school. I had 2 jobs when I should have been hooping. I should have been playing sports. And look, man, my path is my path, right? My journey is my journey. I'm here now, and things happen the way that they happen. But I feel like, if had he been there to push me and to, you know, get me into sports, it's because my mom couldn't do that. My mom didn't know how to sign me up for football. You know what I mean? Like, I did it. We did it. She came to a couple games, but at the end of the day, man, I needed that push, that boost from my dad to be like, hey, look, I'm gonna push you to be great out here, athletic wise, sports wise. You feel me? And so I wish he knew just how things could have been. You just never know what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an athlete, you know, and so because I didn't have that push, unfortunately, I didn't do it out what I felt like I should have been doing, which is playing hooping, playing football. I mean, multi-sports, trying to get a scholarship to college. You know what I'm saying? It affects all those things, right? So yeah, if I had to tell him that, I wish he was there to push me to be an athlete, bro. Honestly.
Wow. And was your father always around, or was he not around?
Nah, he was. So when I was younger, every once in a blue moon he'll come around, but he was running the streets. He was in and out of jail, running the streets, you know, drugs, all type of stuff. I mean, it was just, he just wasn't in the picture when he needed to be, and when he was, I didn't want him there because I knew what he was getting into. I knew what he was into. So it's like, bro, I can't have that type of influence around me. You know, you gonna influence me to get out here and run the streets and have multiple women. I mean, I had 2 half sisters, and he didn't take care of them either, right? So it's like the pattern is, you're going out here making kids and not taking care of them. And you got grandkids not in their life. I mean, it was a disaster. And so I wish he had been in our lives, man. Things would have been a lot different, bro. But not even from a financial aspect, because at the end of the day, my mom, she held it down. You know, she didn't take him. It's not like she needed the money, but just from a father standpoint, to teach me how to be a man. You know,
that's good.
So,
man, thank you for sharing that, Brandon. Thank you for really sharing that, man. George, what about you, man? What's one thing you can tell my uncle, man?
Kind of like you, man. Pops is my best friend. I talk to him every day. But also, like B, I would have to tell him he didn't have to crash out so hard when he was younger. And so again, me and my brothers were super athletic. So my older brother got a D1 scholarship. My middle brother was probably the best athlete out of all of us, and I was somewhere in the middle. And so, we used to go to these games, and he used to be the loudest one in the gym, man. The umps about to threaten to put him out the game. He'll come to my game. He getting into it with everybody. I'm like, wow, your crash out game got to turn down, man. You doing too much. And it got to the point to where I just stopped being athletic because I didn't want to have to deal with it, right? And so again, super athletic, played ball, football, basketball, always dominating, and could have got a scholarship if I really honed in and focused on it. But the man was on crash out mode every rip. I'm like, Pop, you got to chill out. And so I get it, because Mike, what you said about your grandfather, those men of that era come from a different type of generation, because you got to go back. Their fathers didn't teach them love in a sense because they didn't know how, because they were working men in the 40s and 50s, right? So they have time to really pour in love in the foundation because they had to be at the house providing for the family. And so then our fathers, they don't give it to us, not because they don't want to, because they really don't know how to, right? And again, they show us love by roof over our house, food in the refrigerator, clothes on our back. But again, Pops, you didn't have to go so hard in public, man. He getting put out of games. Him, my mama getting into it because he just a really belligerent dude at these games. So if anything, Pop, you didn't have to crash out so hard back then. We heard you, we got you, and we performed, right? We was good athletes. We were above average. Man, we were going to D1 in 6th grade, but we could after 12, like, calm down. So that's what I tell Pops, man. Look, crash out, turn it down. That's it.
So I would have been sitting with some pro athletes if yeah.
I mean, real talk. We was above average, real talk. We was awesome.
Yeah, for real.
It's crazy.
And you know, okay, my bad. I don't mean to hijack it, but the problem is, like, you nice. Like, I know I was nice.
Listen.
Look, I didn't hoop just for the cardio. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out there was hooping just for the cardio. I was hooping because this was serious business. You get what I'm saying?
It was
serious.
I get it. Like, me and my brother, we got footage and film and stories. Quit playing with us. And they ain't saying we was Heisman winners and D1 draft 1 picks. We ain't saying that, but I promise you, I could. But the crash out was loud, so I turned it off and walked away.
Like, respond to Mr. Billfold.
Yeah, so Mr. Billfold, I see him down here. Mr. Billfold says, this stream has been a blessing. You all are strong men. I appreciate the fact that you guys are showing strength by being vulnerable, as we all are. It speaks to your character. And then he says this is a weekly stream. Mr. Billfold, this is the first time we've done this, and this is something that I do want to do weekly or at least bi-weekly. So this is something that we are going to continue to do. Thank you for subscribing today. Yes, this is something that we want to continue to do. This is something that was put on my heart. We are normally a sports show, I'll be honest with you. But with this, we've been having these talks, man, and there's a lot of guys out here that wants to have an outlet. The Mike to Mike podcast is your outlet. I promise you that. You can talk about anything on this show. Everybody knows that about me. I am an open book. I talk about everything. I'm just not a sports guy. I talk life. I talk everything. And so, yeah, we will definitely continue to do this and bring these guys back. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this and you guys will come back. But yes, man, we appreciate you guys for watching. And Miss Nicole, what you said, bless you, young man. And Brandy, you are amazing, young man, with the sweet spirit. God don't make mistakes. You are amazing. All of you are. I admire you in this space. Mike, you already know how I feel about the podcast. One of your biggest fans. Thank you so much, Miss Nicole. And it says, please do continue this. We will continue to do this. This is something that I really love doing. I love giving back. I love pouring out to people. I love people pouring into me. So this is something that we are going to continue to do. Now, back to Kevin on this one. Kevin, what's one thing you would tell your pops? If you could, what's the one thing?
Man, like y'all say, man, he has literally become my best friend. That's my dog, you know. I call him every day. I talk to him every day. You know, I can just think about the rise to football practice with him, the rise to basketball practice, you know, growing up, getting to high school and seeing him in the stands at every football game. You know, and then just watch the man that he grew to be over the years, like the way he was just able to navigate life, you know, and just become, man, my hero, for real. So I just want to let him know that he did a doggone good job. If you don't know, you know, I appreciate you for everything you did, every sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
I felt that in my spirit.
Right.
I love him, you know, and I just appreciate him.
Yep.
Sure.
That's love,
good, man.
Yeah.
And can I say something for Meech Talk? Brandon,
Good.
like we said before, man, God don't make no mistakes. Nicole just said that, man. Look at what you are now, man. You know, look at what you and your wife have started. Y'all got y'all whole media thing. Y'all got y'all social media thing. Y'all got that thing going up. God don't make no mistakes. Everything that he's done in your life has prepared you for where you are now. So I just want you to know that, man. I mean, don't feel like you are a failure or you failed in a certain point or with your pops and all that, man. Whatever you went through is why you are where you are now. And you are doing just fine, brother. I just want to tell you that. You know, with pops or not, man, you are doing just fine. And people are looking up to you. People are watching you, man. And people are wanting to be like you. So I just wanted to tell you that, man. God don't make no mistakes. He definitely didn't make a mistake with you, bro. So I just wanted to tell you that, man. You are doing an amazing job leading your family and doing what you're doing out here, man. Being a successful black man out here, man. So I just wanted to give you that, man.
And I want to add to that, you know, we all go through suffering in life, you know, and we don't always know why God have our situation to be what our situation is.
Hello?
You know, so in the midst of your suffering, maybe he called you to suffer because he knew that he was gonna mold you into a man that can help other young kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Programs
Right
where
on.
you can lean in to kids who don't got fathers. You know what I'm saying? So be praying, ask God why he, you know what I'm saying? Why that part of your life was the suffering.
Yeah.
Lean into that.
No, I like that, man. Appreciate it.
Yes. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, so Meech, what about you? What would you tell Mr. Troy? What's the one thing you can tell Mr. Troy?
Man, I just tell him, man, I'm proud of you. Like the Mr. Troy that you know now was 30, 40 some years ago. I ain't gonna lie, the man was a delinquent, fighting, getting in trouble, getting put out the house, forced to go to the military, barely making it out of high school, and just watching him grind, graveyard shift, mailman, the prison, the allegations, all the stuff. Like his siblings always made fun of him. Like they just said, if there was ever a situation, my dad was guilty. Just know he was guilty or whatever. And just to see him, the way he provide, and just changing his life, like turning his life around. Like my dad used to drink, always out, hanging out, clubbing, things like that. But he provided for his family, and so now something clicked. We was talking about this. We talked for like 2 hours the other day, before the ice storm or whatever. He was just telling me like, man, I had to make a change. Like my dad was 300 pounds. If you see him now, you would never believe he was 300 pounds. Health risk, cancer risk, things like that. Me and my dad wear the same clothes now. Like we the same size. He done lost 100-some pounds. He don't eat bad. He don't drink alcohol. He don't do none of that. Like he truly gave his life to Christ. Like I'm just proud of him because my grandfather, although he loved his grandkids, he didn't show a lot of love and compassion towards my dad. Like when I was young, he lost his sister, like my aunt. She died at 40-some years old. Then he lost his mother. Then he lost his father. Like everything was just happening back to back for him. And just to see where he has become, like wrongfully being kicked out of the military, and then 20 years later, all that stuff went away. Like he got all his military benefits back. Like things have really been shaping his life out. And so just he don't hear this enough. Like, Dad, I'm proud of you. I love you. You know what you do for us, your kids. Like you never let us suffer or anything like that. The words, the sarcasm, all that. Like he's a complete different person, and he just never heard that enough. Like we're proud of you, Dad. Like you done a great job. And like I remember when he had the cancer situation, he was like, Lord, not yet. Like my family needs me. Like I can't go right now. There's so much more I got to give to my family. And the sacrifice that he really made for us, his siblings, like he'll drop everything that he's doing to go help somebody else. Like I remember, real quick, I hate to be long-winded, but he likes to deer hunt, and like he was out putting his stand together or whatever, and like this kid that was where he hunts at, country kid, was just out there with him. And the deer stand, like y'all, if you ever seen a deer stand, it's heavy, it's tall, and where it's falling from can really hurt somebody. And like it was the stand was falling, like this kid was there, and he pushed the kid out of the way so he can save the kid. Like he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? My dad got 2 knee replacements. Some way, somehow, he got over there and pushed that kid out of the way and was like hurt really bad. And I was like, hey man, selfishly, I'm like, hey man, what is you doing? Like you can't be doing that, man. We need you. You can't be checking out on us like that. And he was like, well, that kid needed me too. You know what I'm saying? Just him being selfish. Like I'm just proud of him. I love you, man. You have molded me to who I am today, and I appreciate you.
Man, that's good. That's good, man. You wasn't long with it. You had to get that off your chest, man. That's what
No, I
that's
did.
what
Like,
my podcast is here for.
Yeah, we don't get to talk about that enough, man.
Yeah, man. All right, hey, you got to get that out, man. I appreciate you for getting that out, bro. For real. Miss Cole, man. Yeah, Miss Cole said she grew up with both our dads. Yeah. So, yeah, and then Carmelita said, God take you through things for a reason, something to make you stronger. Mr. Billfold said, please post these guys' links. So please put your links up there because he wants to follow you guys. And then she said, thanks for sharing hard things. This will be help for others. Yes, I said that before. You never know what somebody's going through. So thank you guys for being vulnerable because I know these are some touchy subjects for some people up here. When we talking about fatherhood, talking about fathers, talking about your past, it's tough to talk about. So thank you guys for being bold and brave enough to come out here and talk about these things. Justin, last one for you, man. What would you say to your pops? What's one thing you would say to your pops?
Well, before I get to that, first and foremost, shout out to your dad, Meech, for sticking through it for the veteran thing. That's as a black man that had to struggle fighting to get his benefits as a veteran. It took me 10 years. So
Yeah.
shout out to your dad for that. That hit me deep.
Yeah.
So yeah. If I could say something to my dad, I mean, I respect the fact that all y'all's dads are like y'all's best friends, you know, the ones that were around. Shout out to Brandon for being the man that he is and the father he is, and seeing what he didn't need to have, and then, you know, creating what he needed. My father isn't my best friend. My mom's my best friend. My parents divorced early, but I say that to say this. If I wanted to tell my dad something, I would say that his presence is weighty in my life. My mom is my best friend, but my dad's presence had more impact on my life than anything I've ever done. He lived like 15 hours away every Friday night from 8th grade all the way through senior night football. He never missed a game. Every Friday. Now, keep in mind, I did tell y'all I grew up a little different, but every Friday night he was at my game. He never missed a game for 5 years straight. Never missed a football game. And he had a whole nother wife. I have a half brother, half sister, and a whole family in another state. He never missed a game. Not one. And the ones he did miss is because my siblings were sick or there was a medical emergency where he could not be there. That is the only time he ever missed. So when I say that a black man's presence in a young black kid's life, it's everything. George said his dad, you know, was more aggressive. My dad was more subtle. My mom was the aggressive one. But and then Brandon said that he wished that he had a father that gave him the steps. My dad gave me the steps. I did have that ability. If you put Brandon and George together, my dad gave me that. Like I got the steps to get the D1 scholarship. I went to school. I played D1. I was on the video game in 2004, 2005. I played for the Army. I got to do those things that a lot of little black kids don't get to do. Most little black kids play to escape. I played for the joy. I played because Brandon played basketball because that was his life. I slept with a football. I slept with it every night. It was my life. I lived and breathed it. And I had that mentality because my dad had so much weight and so much pressure and influence on my heart and my mindset that I had no choice but to succeed. Failure was not an option because I didn't even believe I could fail. My dad never taught me that failure was an option. So I never believed that failure could happen. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as far as football is concerned, I never failed. I averaged 2,500 yards a season. So if I could tell anything to my dad that he doesn't already know, I would just tell him that I love him, and his presence is very heavy on me in a good way.
That's good, Justin.
Wow.
What's up?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think we're just gonna end it like that, man. I appreciate you guys again for coming on, man. Hopefully this ain't the last time, man. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. Thank you for all the comments that we got this week on this show, man. This is our first show doing this, and this is something that we will continue. Not just in fatherhood, we're talking about manhood, talking about different topics. Kevin, Brandon, please come back. Justin, you already know you fam, you my brother. Please come back. We're gonna start doing this. I don't know if Monday nights is a good time to do it, or if Tuesdays. We'll figure it out. I know Brandon, he has his own podcast, so you guys definitely need to follow that. Definitely watch that. Definitely watch that podcast.
Hey,
Brandon,
Mike, send it to me.
Shout your podcast out and give them the information on it so they
Oh,
can.
we can subscribe.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat, man.
Okay.
Basically, my podcast is called Flip That Switch, man. And the premise of the podcast is, if we were talking to ourselves in our 20s, what would we tell ourselves to help us better navigate life, make better choices? So when I'm interviewing people, I always end the conversations with this question. So, for example, Justin, if you were talking to 20-year-old Justin, he was across the table from you, and he needed advice on growing up, just being out in these streets, chasing women, whatever the case may be, what advice would you give him being 20-some years old, or your 20-year-old self? That's just an example of how we do things, you know?
Yeah.
But I'll throw it in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for,
Yeah. And I had the pleasure of going on there last month, and it was very therapeutic for me. I was able to talk about some things that I really haven't talked about before. So I just appreciate Brandon for coming on here, man. I met him at a podcast convention earlier this year in August. And you know what, man, like I said, he's doing the thing with the social media. Him and his wife, they doing their thing, man. So definitely follow them, subscribe to them, because that content, man, I'm telling you, man, it's entertaining. But even with his podcast, it's amazing. It really is. It's amazing. And you gotta watch it. Flip That Switch podcast. We're gonna put that link up because I know people are asking for it in the chat right now. And I will show these comments because some of these are aimed at some of you guys. But it says, Justin, that is powerful. My father used to tell me that my brother and I would never be. It's hard to overcome that hurdle. Carmelie said, great job, guys. It took me 12 years to get my veterans benefits. They use us, and when we are gone, they dismiss us. So thank you guys for being vulnerable and talking about these things. And we will continue to do this, like I said. And here's the thing, man. If you guys have anybody out there that would look forward to coming on this show, because this is for all men, not just black men. I know we say black fathers because we all happen to be black. Some of us are darker than others. I'm a light skin, but it's all good. We still black. But white folks, Filipino folks, Asian, I don't care who it is, man. All fathers, man. Come on this show, man. The Mike to Mike podcast is an open podcast for everybody, just to get something off your chest, man. That's what we do on this podcast. And like I said before, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you, Mr. Billfold, for subscribing tonight. We appreciate the subscribers. We are trying to get our subscribers up. We're trying to get this out to everybody. So appreciate everybody that's watching on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you watch, and Instagram. We're going live on Instagram tonight. We appreciate you guys, and we hope that you guys will tune back in next week with us. You guys got anything you want to say before you get out of here? Give some shout outs, give your social media tags, or anything that you need to do right now. If you're selling something, if you're doing anything, put it out there right now so they can follow you. All right. So anybody?
I just want to say real quick, actually piggybacking off of this, I want to, if you guys know anybody that grew up without a dad, then, because what I want to do on my podcast, I want to do an episode titled Dad, Why Weren't You There? And I want this episode to strictly be kids who grow up without fathers, just so I can hear their stories on how they overcame it. Or if they, or I mean, to be honest with you, if they haven't overcame it, I want to hear that story. But I feel like that would be a powerful episode, just piggybacking off of this, for me to do an episode like that. So if y'all know any guys that grew up without fathers that would be willing to come on my podcast to do an episode, let me know.
Definitely will. Hello, George. You got anything you want to say before you get out of here?
No, man, I just appreciate again this table with you brothers, man. Always be encouraged, man. Again, it's hard being black, it's hard being a father, it's hard being a black father. But being on this pod with you guys today, man, I'm encouraged. I want you guys to be encouraged, man. And so let's keep in touch, man. Let's be praying for one another, praying for our families, and praying for success. You know, this is therapeutic, and I believe this space will grow faster than what you realize, because we need this, right? Yeah. This is needed. This ain't just happenstance. This ain't just something that was conjured up. This is something that was thought about, prayed over, and might continue to move this thing forward. And you know me, man. Whenever you need, tap in, man. But I'm happy to meet your brothers. Kevin just met you. Your family now. B, we met before. We got the show, the thing, dog. So listen, man. If you need something, tap in, man. Meet, you know what it is. Justin, know what it is, man. I enjoy this episode, bro. I really did.
Okay. You want to say anything you want to shout out before we get off here today, man?
No, I just want to thank you, gentlemen, man, for having me. You know what I'm saying? And Mike, continue to be obedient. You know what I'm saying? To what God put on your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because through this, lives can really be changed. You know,
Yes.
family dynamics can change, and change can really be broken. So continue to be obedient. And I appreciate you, man.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, man. Thank you. Meech, you got anything you want to shout out before we get off here, man?
A great show. Appreciate all the comments and the vulnerability that everybody had, man. Follow my business page at Unc Smokehouse. Keep supporting each other, man. Brandon, I just subscribed to the pod, man. Just keep
Hey, man,
lifting
appreciate
each other up, man.
All right. And then Justin, you got anything you want to say before we get off here, man?
Oh yeah, Brandon, is the podcast is on YouTube or?
Yeah, it's on the videos on YouTube, but I also
Okay.
I throw the audio on like Spotify, Apple, and all that. So
Okay, I'll probably just subscribe on all of it. I'm gonna get the information from Mike. I'm gonna lock in tonight. As far as me, support my my up and coming black business. 3 years in the making. Garments of Salvation, GOS clothes, basically. Where is it? Yeah. So I make luxury Christian clothing. GOSclothes.com. So appreciate y'all.
GOSclothes.com.
Yep.
So yeah, man, we on the Mike podcast. I ain't no hater, bro. I'm only here trying to make you greater, bro. I support everybody. I love everybody. I support everybody. I ain't hating on nobody. I'm here for all of us to win. I want to see everybody eat. You know what I'm saying? Like on Pagan Food, everybody eats, B.
Everybody eat.
Everybody eats beef.
And I'm sure we're eating good over here, so I want y'all to eat good too. So I appreciate hey, I appreciate everybody for watching tonight. We love y'all, and like I always say, love y'all. See y'all next week. Peace. Thank y'all for watching.
All right. Peace.
Yep.
peace, man.
Thank y'all, boys.